Well, good morning. Well, at least it is here in Mountain Home, Idaho. I want to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Nancy Almodovar, and I am going to be your professor for RE109, Introduction to World Religions. This course has been completely redesigned, so we may have a few hiccups here and there during the course, but if we come across them, if I catch them, I will let you know. And if you catch them, please let us know, and please let me know either by email or text me or call me. To begin, let me give you a little bit of background about myself. I was born and raised in New York City. I am a recent transplant to Mountain Home, Idaho, where I also teach for Park University on the campus at the Air Force Base. My husband, Roberto Almodovar, he is a retired cabinet maker, and he is also an ordained minister within the Reformed Church. And so we attend a Reformed church up in Boise, and obviously then that makes me a Christian. The Reformed Church comes out of the historical Reformation, and the church we attend to has ties all the way back to the Netherlands and the Dutch Reformation under Guido de Brès and under the Prince of Heidelberg, so forth and so on. So this course is about understanding the basics of most world religions. We used to go into the ancient religions, but not many really follow that anymore. So we revamped it so that we're looking at current religious worldviews and organized religions. Most people don't like organized religion, and I get that, but every religion is organized. Even if you are the only one with that particular view, your view automatically organizes it and makes it a religion. Everybody is religious, whether they are humanist or Hindu. Everyone, the old theologians used to say that man is homo religioso, which simply means we all have a religious worldview. We all have a belief system, and through that grid, each of us lives our lives. Catholics will go through the grid of the sacraments and what the Catholic Church teaches. Reformed Christians will go through the grid of the scriptures, as well as what we call the confessions and the catechism, which is our teacher to help us understand the Bible better. Muslims will go through the grid of the Quran and the Hadiths and the other scriptures that they have. Hindus go through their own scriptures, Jainists their own. Everyone has a belief system, and so you're going to learn this semester the basics of those belief systems. So please, if you can, grab your syllabus, okay, and let's get to some of the learning outcomes and what you need to know in this course in order to be successful. Okay, so the textbook you need. This comes in a rented ebook version. It is a one semester usage, okay, and the publisher knows the semester length and when it starts. So it is called Experiencing the World's Religions. There we go. Okay, and the paper copy is not bound. It is this loose leaf copy, so you're going to need to get a loose leaf binder about 1 inch thick and put it into your binder. What I really like about this particular book is the amount of graphics. As you can see, Hinduism, trying to get not without the light. This is some of the pictures. You can mark up your book as you wish, and it has key terms. It has some really interesting aspects to it that our other book didn't. It's going to have patterns. It's going to show you what is sacred to them. It always starts with a first counter, and I don't think you can see that. Oh well, sorry, the glare from the snow today. Can't really see that. It has deeper insights into it. It has personal notes, and it has even interviews with current worshipers in it. So that is your textbook. It's by Michael Malloy, and it's called Experiencing the World's Religions. It's put out by McGraw-Hill. Okay, so next, technical skills. This is key. You need to know how to operate your email. I had a student last semester kept saying I never sent out any emails, and at the end I ended up on the phone with him, and I said, do you use Google and Google Mail, Gmail? And he said, oh, I never knew that that's where all the emails go. So please set up your Gmail, set up your Park email to notify you when you receive an email from Park and through the Canvas system. I believe on the Canvas system you can actually subscribe, so please do that so that you get notifications from me. You'll need to know word processing, you'll need to know how to do the threaded discussions and submitting your assignments. I will only accept written assignments in Microsoft Word. Please do not use Adobe. Please don't send me a PDF. Please don't send me an RTF. Please don't send me a text document. Only Doc or DocX. Your grading, there are 4 sections for grading. Okay, so you have your discussions. That's going to be from Unit 1 to Unit 8, also known as Week 1 to Week 8. Please do not neglect this in Week 8. Straight from the first week to the last week, you are learning about these religions, and you will get a 0 if you do not do the whole assignment. And by discussion assignment, I mean this. The entire complete assignment is this. By Thursday, you have the first post that you are answering the discussion threads. You can choose any one. I'm not particular if one has already been chosen, but my preference is that you choose one that you have that has not been answered. But if you choose one that is, don't worry about it. By Sunday, you need to respond to 2 of your peers. If you fail to do the complete assignment, meaning you only do the first discussion post, but you don't answer your peers, that's a 0. I used to split the grade, but you know what? It's the whole assignment, all 3 parts. The first one where you're responding, the second and third of the responses to your peers, that constitutes the whole assignment. So if I see you've only done one part, where you've only responded to a student, it's a 0. Incompletes are incompletes, and they are 0s. From week 1 to week 7, you're going to have the individual project, and we'll get into discussing that. And the quizzes. You're going to have some quizzes, a quiz week 1 through week 8, okay? And you will have a half hour for that quiz. You can open it once. You have the 30 minutes, and once the 30 minutes is done, the quiz will close out. So, again, just a little history. One of my students was doing a quiz, doorbell rang, went to get it, chit-chatted with the neighbor, came back, and the quiz was closed. That's it. You have to look at when you take the quizzes as if you were sitting in an actual real classroom. And so you're not about to go leave a quiz in the classroom, at least not in my class, and get up and go answer your phone for 40 minutes and then come back and hope that I'm going to hang out with you as you retake the test. It's not going to happen. You need to be an adult learner. You are an adult learner. So please, please, please take it seriously. Even when I'm still in school, I'm working on a second master's. When I take a quiz, I close my door, I close my blinds, I turn off my phones. I turn off notifications on my tablet and on my desktop because I want to make sure I get the quiz done in the time allotted to me. Please do the same. Your core assessment writings there's 8 of them, week 1 through week 8. Excuse me. Okay, Your discussion questions are 40 points. In every week, you have one discussion question to answer from amongst many, and then your 2 responses. Your individual projects, these are due through the submission link by Sunday 11:59 p.m. Central Time. So keep an eye on that. I attend school in Central Time elsewhere, and sometimes it's 11 o'clock here. What time is it there? So just keep an eye on that. Your unit quizzes, again, are due by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. Your core assessments also the same time. Do week 1. If you want to do it this week, you can do your introduction this week. Please see the course homepage, and you'll see the place listed there's about 5 or 6 lines, and you'll see one for introduction. You will also need to get done a core assessment paper number 1. In addition to your discussion threads and responses, your religious chart, which you will get a template for next week. In the email I send out on Monday, you will have attached to it the proper template to use for the religious chart. And then you'll also need to submit your first core assessment paper. Due every week, okay, is your discussion thread, your religious chart, your quizzes. You will have a total of 4 core assessment papers. You cannot submit more than one within the same week, okay? You need to space them out. So the first one is due in week 1. After that, you can do core assessment 2 in week 2, core assessment 3 in week 3, core assessment 4 in week 4, or you can spread those core assessments out throughout the semester. Let's see. Okay, week 8, this may get a little complicated, so if you have questions, ask me. Again, we've revamped the course, so I'm going to be working through things too with you. So be thankful, because that means my curve on learning is going to be huge for this semester. So you have a religious chart compilation that is due from all the previous religious charts. It's due the Unit 8 or Week 8 at 11:59 p.m. on that Sunday. You also have an opportunity for the first time in my course to actually earn extra credit. So what you do, this has nothing to do with the compilation, this is in addition to it. You can do one more religious chart, and it's going to be worth an additional 20 points. If you are between a grade of D and C, that 20 points can really push you up, and then you don't lose your financial aid. Okay, quickly continuing through the syllabus. Late submission of course material. Okay. I had someone last semester, a week late, tell me they had a tornado in their town. There was no tornado. I looked it up. I looked at the weather. I looked on the news. There was no tornado. I expect honesty and integrity from my students. So I called, and he admitted that he just didn't get around to it and whatever. But should you have that happen, I understand. I'm okay with it. Should you have documentation of it? Okay. That type of an emergency, I'm not expecting a 24, 48-hour notice on. However, if you know it's the week your wife is going into labor, or you are going into labor, let me know. Dr. Almodovar, I'm going into labor, or I got scheduled to go into labor. Let me know. Things that are emergencies like that you kind of do see, I have no problem giving you an extension. The kids got sick, you ended up in the emergency room. Shoot me a quick text. Let me know. I'm going to be late. I'm not so hard-lined that I don't understand that issues happen. I've had them come up in my schooling, and I can work with you. You get PCS'd, all of a sudden your commanding officer is saying, hey, we're going to go do some war games. We're going to be gone for 2 weeks. There's no internet. Let me know the moment you know. Now, if that happens, you need to send me proof from your boss, your CEO, whoever, that you're out of internet range and you're going to not be able to get your assignments in. So should there be an emergency, just let me know. We'll talk about it. But if you're just late, that's a 0, and I don't accept late work. Academic honesty, I think I've already talked about personal honesty and integrity, but academic honesty, I do not like plagiarism. So I have 3 programs that I have now used for the last 3.5 years teaching at Park, and I run all your papers and all your discussion threads through my plagiarism checkers. If I find a first offense within the first week or 2, you will get a warning. I will, could just be an oversight. You forgot to footnote something, you forgot to refer to something. However, by week 3 or 4, you should know this by now, and your paper goes back with a 0. On the 3rd offense of plagiarism, I simply report it up to Park, and they handle it from there, and you get an F for the course. Plagiarism is theft. It is theft of thought. I have had people copy my publications without reference, and that's theft of thought. And no one likes that. No one likes to have something stolen from them. So just imagine someone pickpockets you. You don't want that to happen. Please don't do that to someone else. They have done the hard work of the research and everything. So you will be notified if I do find something a little hinky, and you will have 24 hours to fix the problem. And after 48 hours, then Park receives a notification of academic dishonesty and a grade of F. That is straight across the board on all assignments. Okay, so netiquette. We are talking about religions. It's like politics. How many of us grew up and we heard, you just don't talk religion in politics? Especially now, in a very heated political atmosphere and religious atmosphere, conversation can get a little excited. So please remember that you're talking to a fellow student, you're talking to another human. We all have opinions. Some of us have stronger opinions on certain things than others. Some of us really don't care. Some of us are very straightforward. Some of us have a very straight writing style, and you may pick it up as offensive when it's simply that they're just laying out the facts or their opinion on the facts as they see them. So please remember the human. I do allow debate and discussion, but please no ad hominem attacks, okay? Attendance, you need to be, when you send up your assignments, Park registers that you have attended the course. But if you miss 2 weeks, I believe Park contacts you then. So, welcome to RE109, RE109, Introduction to World Religions. If you are having issues getting your textbook, just let me know. You can always, again, get the ebook and be able to read it almost instantaneously, because that's how they send it. This way you don't have to be bothered with a paper copy. And we did that specifically because most everyone has their phone or their tablet or their iPad or some way of electronically reading. So if you have any questions, I am here for you. Yes, I run a strict class. I like things in order, a little type A. But should something arise, should you need help, I'm here to teach you. I'm here to help you. I want to see you succeed. I don't want you to have to repeat the course. I don't want you to fail the course. I don't want you to risk your financial help. I want to see each and every one of you succeed in this class, and I am here to help you. So my email, my office phone, and my text number, my cell number are all in my virtual office, so if you need me, you can get me. Now, I may this semester do a few live classes, or live chats as I call them, via Skype if I see that enough of you want to get together and do that. So I will be sending out next week a tentative schedule for a Skype meeting. You'll need to have a Skype name for me to call, and then it's a group call and it's a video chat for those of us who have video capabilities. And that is an opportunity for you to ask me questions, to challenge me on anything that you're learning, to add to what you're learning, and also to talk with your peers. And I find it is a great way where we get to know one another and we get to really discuss the issues at hand. So with that said, I am looking forward to teaching you. I'm excited about the new makeup of the class. So if you've had friends that have done it before, none of their assignments are going to help you because the assignments have been revamped. But what they learned may supplement what you're going to be learning this semester. So I'm really looking forward to meeting each and every one of you, either in the virtual chats or in the live Skype meetings that we'll schedule. And I'm looking forward to teaching you about various religions, the big ones that are out there today. Keep in mind that each and every one of us has a worldview, a religious code, as it were, that we live by. Please be respectful to one another, and please recognize that each religion is very different from the next. No two are the same. No two have the same founders, the same goals, the same beliefs. There may be similarities, but when you compile all of them together, each religion is different. No two religions are the same. So I look forward to the week 1 video where I'll be talking to you about contradict and coexist, two banners we often see, and also about the religions next week. So if you have any questions, I will be available via email and text for this week. Next week I'll be available also by phone. If you wish to set up an appointment with me at any time, just email me and we'll work on a schedule. Okay? Well, I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. And don't forget, docilitas, and then let me know what it means.